Hey guys, welcome back to Galgorm Hall. This is the introductory video for a new scratch build series that I hope to start in January of next year. The idea of the series is that I'm going to show you from start to finish how I go about scratch building an actual building for the layout. I need one for that far corner just behind the branch line, and I found a suitable candidate, and rather than just building it, placing it on the layout, I thought we could maybe go through the entire process from start to finish as to how I go about building it. Hopefully, because we do it on a fairly slow and steady basis, some of you may be interested to actually take up the challenge and build it alongside me. So with that effect, this introductory video is to show you what I have in mind, and also some of the tools and materials that you will need to just start the project with me next month. So let's have a look at the building. Okay, so this is what we have in mind. In around our area here, we've quite a number of these sort of buildings that sit in the countryside, primarily at crossroads, and I suspect that in times past that these were either general stores for the farming community in around the area, or quite possibly they were off-license pubs for those people to go to in the evenings. As a building, it's a fairly simple one to start with. It's basically a rectangular structure. There is a small bit of detailing at one end, as you can see here, which will make a nice feature. It's got a nice curved section to one side, but other than that, it's basically, as I say, a square structure. There's not much in the way of brickwork to have to be dealt with, other than on the chimneys, and the rest of it's just sort of a rendering. So with that in mind, this is what I'm going to go for. Now, if you want to join me on this and have a go at building it yourself, I will be, as each video goes along, introducing you to some new materials that would be helpful to make the building look as good as this one here. But as a basic start, what we would really need to do, what I'm going to be using is 2mm mount board. Now that sheet there is what, probably, well, about 40 centimeters by 20, but that would be more than enough probably to cover the entire building. We're going to need a section for the front, the two sides, the back, and the roof. I've drawn out the plans for the building, and it doesn't measure anything more than 14 centimeters in length, and I think it's 7 centimeters in depth, and 6 or 7 high as well. So if you take that as your sort of basic measurements, get a sheet of card of similar sort of size. I mean, you'll be able to use it for other projects anyway, and what we'll also use with some of this card is for strengthening and support and flooring inside. So if you can get a fairly large size of card, that would be good. So you'll need that. We'll also need some clear acetate type plastic stuff for the windows. I mean, you can get that off packaging, off toys or other likes of things, so that's a fairly easy thing to get hold of. We'll also need some clear plastic, not clear plastic card, plain plastic card for some of the detailing work, particularly the doors and the framework in around the shop display, the shop window. You'll also need to get some 1mm square plastruct, and that's going to be for the window frames and the door frames, and also the bars in the windows too. And finally, well, some plastic sort of weld type glue, you know, like Revel contactor or something like that, and also some PVA. The only other tools that you will need are a good decent craft blade or Stanley knife, a metal steel rule, and a little bit of patience. Like I say, there will be other materials that will sort of crop up as you go along, but if you just wanted a very basic structure for your layout, that should be more than enough to get you going. I plan to put a fair bit more detail into it than that, maybe even look at doing interiors for it at a later date down the line, but that's the plan for now. Now, this isn't a project that I intend to do in sort of, 2 or 3 episodes. We'll just sort of pace it out as long as it takes. And if the interest is there and we complete this build here, the next one that I'll be looking to do is the signal box, and it's the signal box that will sit on the branch line by the roadside there. So again, it's another structure that could be of some use on other people's layouts. But anyway, that's it for now. Please leave a comment below just to give me your thoughts on the actual project. If you're interested in taking part, I would love to know and love to hear from you. I do intend to post it all through YouTube, but I will also be using my own Galgorm Hall Facebook page, and I will be posting through the network YouTube Facebook group page, and on there you will get details such as the dimensions required for the building and the plans of the building, but also it will be a great sort of area just sort of to network with each other. Anybody's having problems, in certain sections of what's needing doing, or even just to post photographs of progress of your own attempts at this build. So if you're interested, like I say, give me a shout below. Go over to my Facebook page or to the network YouTube group, and either like my page to follow it, or join the network YouTube group, and there will be postings will come up there in due course whenever I'm ready to start the actual process. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and chat to you soon. Bye.